The challenge that we have seen over the last number of years dealing with latency is that once you think there's a typical pattern, it changes the next day. It's like the weather. It's always changing. If there are typical behaviors, it tends to follow traffic pattern, meaning latency is closely correlated with traffic load within the given exchange. So you can look at periods of high volume of activity during the trading day. Market open, market close would be quite obvious ones, and you do see corresponding increases in latency. The ones that are very difficult to manage are the outlying events. So everyone's goals and objectives is to both reduce latency, but to reduce latency variability. Everyone talks about the variability of latency and the fact that most people would prefer to have a constant latency even if that was a little bit higher. The thing that changes the latency and causes that variability tends to be increased traffic within an exchange or within the trading system. The things that cause increased traffic are typically high volume periods of trading activity. And of course the dilemma here is that the most interesting time to trade is when everyone else wants to trade, because that's often where you can get your most profitable fills. But those are often the areas and time where you get the highest latency. And so if you observe latency through the trading day, whether it's on the market data or whether it's on the order execution, you'll see latency varying all over the place. What we try to do is to help people understand how to optimize their trading behavior during those times. The ironic part of this is that most people feel or would think from a popular point of view that when latency is high, you should pull back from the market because it might be an area of a time of higher risk or risk in terms of not getting the price achieved. But we've also seen in our analysis that sometimes it's a time where you want to stay in the market and actually you can achieve your highest and most profitable fills. And the reason for that is that it's all about the relative latency, meaning how fast are you at any given point in time relative to the competition. And so in managing this with respect to the clients, the key is to provide the visibility and understanding of what's happening at any given point in time. And that is a question of, is this latency common to all participants at a given point in time? In which case, it's about maintaining your relative competitive position at the point you wish to trade. Or is this latency only affecting you, in which case you really should pull back from the market because you're incurring a higher risk of not achieving the fills or getting a fill at a bad price. And so those are the points at which you really have to manage whether you should trade or not trade.